Welcome to the fourth chapter of the series. We have not done anything transfer-wise or trade-wise since the last update, and there's not been more than messages that had already appeared, I thought, about players being waived by other teams, and nothing else that could be shown to learn about the league. But I am going to go through the matches that have been played so far, and then go to comment the next game. After the Portland game, we went on to New England in a match that we got ahead in the 26th minute, and we seemed to look for the first half. And then it went out crossing down when Andrew Wenger was sent off in the second half with a second yellow card, just once I was about to make the change to avoid that, and a little later Maurice Edu got injured and we ended the game with 9 players. And then they equalized, and we were left without the first win of the season. After that, a game that was very much like the match against Portland that you saw. In this case, they went to 2-1 up in the second half, and we only managed to get 1 goal back. A mostly equal game throughout the match, but they had better look in front of goal. And finally, we were facing Montreal Impact, a match in which we were the favorites, and it went very well, with a clear, comfortable victory over them with 4-1. And Brian Brown was injured, a player I had decided before not to put in the field in the starting 11, because in the previous matches he had ruined several chances with offsides, as he had done in this, but in this match we didn't pay those missed chances and disallowed goals. He got injured for a few days. He has 5 to 7 days left, and that makes it so that we are fourth of the conference with one more match played than most of the rest of the conference. Joined the table, we are 7th. And we are in for the next match against Chicago, who are going to play a 4-4-2 formation. I didn't mention in the view over the fixtures that Diarra is very injury prone, and he has taken knocks that has forced me to bring in a substitution for him in every match played so far. In the last he picked an injury of 5 days, from which he's got back already, and he's tired, so I will not be fielding him today. And the pre-season wasn't long enough, and you can see we have a lot of players who are not match fit. Brian Brown is back from the injury, but he is not going to be used. Katic, I didn't rate well, but he's doing fine. We joined the top scorer with 2 goals along with Carroll. Neo Cooker is back, so he will be placed back in his position, and Maurice Edu will be placed to play in the place of Apama, who's not been very good so far, Not that he's done very poor, but he's not been impressive at all. I will leave Niskens in the left wing, and I think that those will be all the chances I am doing. We have here a right and left fullback, striker, winger, central defender. Austin Berry is another central defender, and Fred in the midfield, but we don't have central midfielder that is of defensive kind. That would be Edu Boft. So this will be the match, the team to be used in the match. Chicago are favorites, but we'll see what happens. And I will let the assistant do his recommendation and start right now without any chance to the tactics. Chicago are the red team. And for once that we don't start with Nigel Real Cooker, I mean with Tierra, Real Cooker gets a knock, but his condition has not dropped too much, so I will be considering it not being serious, and I will let him play the first half at least. Good side by Mboli, and you could have seen that Cooker, Real Cooker in the central, drops deep in the play and remains deep as if it was a V-shaped central midfield of a 4-1-2-2-1, aka 4-3-3 or 4-5-1, and Konokasi scores a legal goal. Not in offside like Brown liked to do. And that's his third goal, another player who had 2 goals, along with Carroll and Katic. And second goal by Katic. So they have two joint top scorers with 3 goals now. Considering we got back to, maybe Chicago will be going a bit more attacking now, but we had done well before that second goal, so I'm not too sure about making chances. Nigel Real Cooker was too high there, perhaps. And Mboli saves a goal kick. Well, at least that counter-attack was stopped before, not before, but when It was already visible that we were not going to get anything from that. Too often the counterattacks are not followed by the match engine way before they break down. And this is going very good. This is going very good, and looks like clearly the second victory of the season. I will not do many changes, but since we are a 5 midfield against a 4-man midfield, I will retain position, and that will be everything I do. And in the midfield, Maidana is a player that can play in the midfield. Perhaps I should have bought Mamadou Diarra there, but I didn't, and Austin Berry was a central defender. I'll bring up Maurice Edu and place in his position Apam and see if he improves this time. And I will listen to the assistant manager in this team talk. Great, now so Katic returns to the position he's played most and Sapong takes that place. %22% fitness condition for Cassie. That looks like a very bad injury. They've made substitution. I will be looking at the opposition instructions. I will leave things as they are. I don't know what chances need confirming, but I will confirm that in case. And another injury. So Maidana comes in now. Though I could bring in Gadis and give him a little of match fitness. And I will drop them to more familiar positions. There shouldn't be enough time for them to win, and even less time now that we have got one more goal in the lead. I thought for a moment that might have been offside, but it has not been. Katic has moved just in the right moment. And they've gone more defensive. So there's no fear at all of losing this game anymore. And that's it, the full team whistle. We have won. And yes, I agree, a good win. And let's see how much we are second of the group now. 8 in points with the leaders Chicago that we have just beaten comfortably at their home, and with New York. In the joint we will be quite in the middle with Portland, Vancouver and Dallas ahead of us. I'm not sure about Red Salt Lake. And that is all for today. Thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe if you feel like it deserves that, or don't do that if you don't feel it deserves that. Goodbye.